Hello bandits. Thanks to the folks at Haemimont Games and Frontier Foundry, we've been checking out their far-flung world-settling strategy, Stranded: Alien Dawn. Stranded is available for PS4 and 5, PC, Xbox One and Xbox Series X/S. We're taking a break from desktop and our review of the title here covers the game on the Xbox Series X. Stranded launched into early access some time ago but has recently gone gold and emerged into full release. In this one you'll manage a group of survivors as you look to return home, achieve capitalist glory or defeat an alien enemy. There are 3 game modes to play through as well as 2 distinct areas, and the different moons you can select also provide little tweaks to your gameplay and the things to expect along your journey. Haemimont have a great pedigree with Surviving Mars and Tropico titles already under their belt. While Stranded: Alien Dawn does work as you might expect, it also does enough to separate it from these predecessors as well. Worker management has been implemented at just the right level to allow you to have control without needing you to multitask everything everywhere all at once. As you set tasks, your survivors will allocate themselves accordingly, but it is also possible to directly order individuals to carry out tasks as well. On top of this, you can prioritise survivors' tasks with their skill in required areas clearly shown. Further, you can also set schedules to allow them free time and rest times as well, whenever you want. Stranded: Alien Dawn is rated by PEGI at 16 and above and by the ESRB as T for Teen. These ratings reference alcohol and tobacco use as well as fantasy violence, blood and suggestive themes. Violence in the title does stem from fairly regular attacks from alien life as well as options to attack and butcher them proactively. While this is a pretty normal occurrence in game, the blood effects aren't hugely worrying for us here. There are some suggestive areas within the narrative elements and your survivors will be able to live, laugh, love as well as die on an alien planet. And they can also drink alcohol and smoke certain plant leaves. There's nothing hugely overt most of the time and it's one that I've been happy to play in front of our micro bandits. While there is some concern here, I'd definitely be tempted to dip under the age rating to let our older micro bandits have a go. In terms of accessibility, Stranded: Alien Dawn is getting a rating of low barrier. As well as there being a lot to do, there are a lot of different things to manage in Stranded overall. However, the title does come with plenty of options for difficulty as well as tweaks to your gameplay. At the normal level, we found it to provide the right challenge for us without being overwhelming. The tutorials also provide a really nice learning curve to get you in-game, and we definitely suggest hitting these up before you get in-game. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown, our 5-point rating for Stranded: Alien Dawn. Gameplay 4. It's clear that Haemimont Games have learned from their work with Surviving Mars and the Tropico series. The different needs and actions here are well balanced and we found that there's always something to do without it being overwhelming. While the team have done their best to streamline it down to the console controller, it is a little fiddly to find your way around at times, which is a shame. But the management aspects themselves are all quite well balanced. I especially love the room creation modes rather than just plonking buildings down to help you make some really unique settlements. Visuals 4. Overall visuals here are pretty decent, especially when looking out into the night sky. Weather effects have been particularly well crafted and the animations are decent too. The level of zoom is pretty good, but when up close the pointer style of the camera can make it quite fiddly to control. We'd also definitely have liked to see a photo or camera mode which could really help you get some great shots of your camps, but it is a good showing overall. Audio 5. The various effects have been well implemented here, but I've really enjoyed the soundtrack. This brings a futuristic western country feel which speaks to the pioneering spirit of the title quite well. It may have potentially benefited from voice acting, but the lack of this didn't really provide an impact for us and we've enjoyed the audio overall. Narrative 3. There is a kind of narrative here as you work your way through exploring various points of interest. This could certainly have been more in depth, but in fairness it is at the standard which we really expect from this genre. Replay 5. There are currently 3 different modes in Stranded. Firstly, survivors from an escape pod, secondly a trade mission, and third a military outpost built to tame the local fauna. Each of these have different goals, objectives and focuses which will change up your gameplay. In addition, the green and lush plains of the title are a far cry from the dusty, barren, Mars-like landscapes. And these 2 different areas do mean a different approach is needed. There is also a good tech tree and all of this together means there are a lot of ways you can approach each mission. Overall, our Pixel Bandits nuke the site from orbit level for Stranded: Alien Dawn is a very respectable 8 out of 10. Another very strong showing from the folks at Haemimont Games. Stranded: Alien Dawn provides unique settlement building opportunities and will reward careful planning. With worker management and a nice tech tree, it's just complex enough to keep things interesting, while the pace manages to provide a steady curve of expansion for your settlement. With a lot of things to do in-game and with a relatively low price point, it's certainly worth grabbing if you're a fan of sci-fi management sims. As ever, to provide this review and our common sense parents guide, we received one free copy of Stranded: Alien Dawn from the folks at Foundry. And that's all we've got for you today. Check out the extended review at pixelbandits.org for more information on this one. If you found this helpful, a like, comment, share or follow might not cost you anything, but it really goes a long way to helping Pixel Bandits remain ad-free and independent. Either way, we hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for watching.